Welcome everyone to the Kaiju number 8 second episode recap. The last episode ended with our story protagonist, Kafka, becoming Kaiju. In this episode, titled The Kaiju Who Defeats Kaiju, starts with a small flashback of Kafka and Mina, who were enjoying reading manga. Back in the present, we find Mina giving instructions to her team about a new Kaiju that has appeared in the hospital. Meanwhile, announcements across the city warn citizens about a small kaiju sighting in Yokohama, urging everyone to either evacuate or secure their doors. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that the kaiju they're discussing is none other than Kafka, who has transformed into a monstrous creature. This revelation terrifies an old man nearby. In an attempt to calm the old man down, Ichikawa asks Kafka to smile at him. However, Kafka's grin is so grotesque that it causes the old man to faint. When Kafka lightly touched the wall, it got shattered, which left him and his friend Ichikawa astonished at the newfound power that Kafka had gained after transforming into a kaiju. Kafka attempted to run through the window, but his immense strength demolished the entire window and wall. As they ran, Ichikawa observed Kafka's body morphing once more, taking on a more frightening appearance. While running, Kafka told his friend that he needed to pee, but he found himself unable to control his body, resulting in an unexpected pee from his chest. After seeing this, both were surprised. After reaching a distance from the hospital, Kafka asks Ichikawa if he can still join the defense force. Ichikawa replies to him that the defense force officers will kill him on sight. Hearing this reply makes Kafka sad, as he can't join the force and his life is also in danger. Suddenly, Kafka notices something coming toward them from underground and realizes it's none other than a kaiju. They find that it looks like the same kaiju who attacked them before, and the kaiju is being chased by the defense force. Ichikawa suggests that he hide and escape by running away. Meanwhile, on the other side, a small girl is crying as her mother remains trapped beneath building materials. Suddenly, that kaiju appeared behind the small girl, attempting to attack them. However, Kafka arrives just in time to protect the girl. He attacks the kaiju and hurls it away, discovering his own formidable strength in the process. Approaching the girl, Kafka tries to comfort her with a smile, but his eerie grin only frightens her more. Kafka lifts the box so that the lady can escape, but she remains unconscious. Suddenly, the enemy kaiju approaches once more, ready to attack. Realizing the situation, Kafka quickly instructs Ichikawa to escort the girl and her mother to safety, as he will confront the kaiju himself. With a powerful punch, Kafka blasts Kaiju's body apart. He got amazed by his own abilities, and then he witnessed a shower of blood. He urges the girl to take her mother to the hospital for medical treatment, to which the girl expresses gratitude for his help. After seeing the defense force arrive, Kafka and Ichikawa run away from the scene. However, when the force reaches the spot, they are shocked and wonder what could have happened here. Mina approaches the girl and asks about the kaiju, but the girl panics. In an attempt to calm her down, Mina assures her that she will take care of all the kaiju. However, the little girl pleads with her not to hurt the good kaiju who saved her mom. On the TV, we see news coverage discussing the escaped kaiju, noting that this is the first time such an event has occurred. They are actively searching for it. Then, Ichikawa received 2 emails about the application results, indicating that both Kafka and Ichikawa had succeeded in the first round of the anti-kaiju defense force. Ichikawa hurried to find Kafka to inform him. However, Kafka was still in kaiju form, prompting Ichikawa to urge him to revert to his normal form before attracting attention. After returning to his human form, Kafka calmly pocketed the mail without showing any reaction. Ichikawa, surprised by Kafka's lack of response, inquired about the reason. Kafka explained that he always succeeded in the first round, but consistently failed in the second, which had led him to give up on applying. Nevertheless, Kafka resolved to apply for the second round regardless of the outcome, as it represented his final chance to join the defense force. Ichikawa comforts him, saying that if even a small thing happens to Kafka, then he'll also drop out. He adds that until then, both of them will try their best for the exam. Then we see Kafka struggling to open a bottle cap in his normal form, and to open it, he transforms into a kaiju again. Seeing this, Ichikawa shouts and asks him to skip the exam, as they'll kill him on sight if they notice him in kaiju form. Kafka replies that he'll be fine and will do well at exam time. Then Ichikawa asks him to transform back into a human and reminds him that everyone will be here soon, so he should be careful. After 10 days, they go to give the second round exam and find that security at that place is very tight. Seeing it, Ichikawa says that if Kafka transformed into a kaiju there, he would be dead in seconds. Despite it, Kafka says, "Ichikawa, go inside." In the meantime, a girl calls Kafka an old man. Upon hearing this, Kafka gets frustrated and says he is not an old man, he is just 32. The girl tells him that this makes him an old man. Hearing this, he gets more nervous. She then asks Kafka and Ichikawa to move their cars from the spot, as 55 is her lucky number for the day. They deny her request, but the girl takes it seriously and reveals a suit she is wearing inside that emits red-colored waves, and, with its help, she lifts their car with a single hand and throws it. Ichikawa asks her, "Who are you?" She replies, "Examinee number 2016, Kikoru," and tells him that her hobby is finishing kaiju. Then she goes near Kafka, smells him, and says, "Do you know you smell like a kaiju?" The episode ends here. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for future episodes and anime recaps.